Kevlar in the city wants to start building out a bus rapid transit system on Central as soon as this year. That'll mean tearing up 13 miles of one of the city's busiest and most important streets. News 13's Chris McKee is live in Nob Hill with a look at the plan. Chris?
Yeah, Jessica, there is a new timeline the city has released for how it would like to get the work done. Part of this new pamphlet that ABQ Ride is now distributing. It also shows the idea of creating a new bus station right in the middle of this intersection. And ABQ Ride says it wants to start construction on some of this utility work here by November.
It's one of Albuquerque's gems. But Nob Hill could look a lot different pretty soon, according to the city's latest update on its proposed Albuquerque Rapid Transit bus project.
We like to start the utility relocation efforts later this year.
Albuquerque Ride's director Bruce Raziri says by November, crews could start digging up utilities along different pieces of Central from 98th Street to Tramway to move pipes, electrical utilities, and more for stations and dedicated bus lanes along the 13-mile route.
That's always a time-consuming part of any type of road project.
While the city hasn't secured most of the $150 million needed for the project, planners are operating on this new timeline. It calls for a final design to wrap up in a year and full-blown construction a little more than a year from now.
There will be disruption. This is a construction project, but we're going to take the best from other cities and make sure it's minimized.
There's also this new concept, the city's idea to close the Bryn Mawr intersection in Nob Hill and put a bus stop right in the middle of it. We showed it to shoppers today.
It's a nice rendering, the computer rendering.
Where did the bicycles go?
We would use it.
As long as they have the dollars in hand.
The city says it's abandoned its idea of cutting out on-street parking in Nob Hill. The rendering shows only one lane of traffic, though, through Nob Hill. Some store owners aren't so sure about it.
My initial reaction is waste of money.
Jay Steinberg owns Birdland.
This does nothing for us. It's just going to tear up the streets and cause us loss of business, and we're already hurting in recession.
But others see a benefit.
If you got the transit, that's hauling the people, and you don't need the cars.
Now, ABQ Ride did have a series of public meetings over the last few months. They are planning on having more this coming year before arriving at a final design. ABQ Ride is also hoping to launch the service in September 2017 still. That's about 2.5 years from now. Jessica, back to you.
All right, thank you, Chris. The city's hoping to get $120 million of the $150 million needed for the project from the feds. ABQ Ride thinks it should find out if it will get that money by early next year.